You're listening to the What the Wrestling Podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
Oh, you already know what time it is. Royal Rumble 2022 is in the books. It is behind us, and we are here to talk about it. But before we do, show them my socials.
Perfect.
Yes. Follow me. RJD at Instagram, RJD10K at Twitter, on the Twitter, tweeting RJ699, RJD199 on Snapchat. Most importantly, follow What the Wrestling on Facebook and YouTube and TikTok. Follow What the Wrestling on Spotify and Anchor. Listen, one more thing. Hit the goddamn like button.
Do it. Just do it.
It costs you nothing. Hit the like button. It is for free. Push me up in the algo. Support your boy. If you want to support financially, check out the Etsy shop link in the description for some of the merch. More is coming. But
Perfect.
hit the goddamn like button. But we are going to go forward and talk about what we thought about WWE Royal Rumble 2022. Let's go. Yes. Tonight, RJD here. Welcome to What the Wrestling. I am your host, RJD, and we had ourselves a Royal Rumble last night. I'm not even going to lie to you. It was I'm not going to lie. It was a bit of a letdown. Normally, I try to be diplomatic but truthful in what I saw, but the women's rumble, they tried a little bit harder, a little bit more surprises, a little bit better than the men's. The men's did suffer from being very late in the show, but there were some things that were good and some things that were disappointing, but this Royal Rumble wasn't that great. The men's rumble definitely wasn't that great. It kind of just happened. Nothing really special or spectacular happened. Kind of was just there. And I like the Royal Rumble because it's fun. You don't know who's going to come out. You don't know what surprises are going to happen. It's fun. So I wanted to have fun with this pay-per-view. The first match, had a lot of fun. Royal Rumble women, I had a little bit of fun. After that, my fun meter kind of tanked. Don't get me wrong. There was some good after the women's rumble. We had shit on fire, literally.
Surprise, motherfucker.
We have returns. So we can't really get mad. We can't really get too mad about this. But I'm not going to lie to you. I was expecting a little more. You know, I thought it would be booked better. But it was very predictable where they were going to go. They had to go Ronda. They had to go Brock. But there is one thing, and I got to talk about this now. This can't wait. there is one thing that is painfully obvious, and it's kind of scary. They don't have a lot of stars.
Let me tell you what I mean.
The men's Royal Rumble, and I'm going to get into all the Rumbles and who came out and what, but I got to talk about this because this is a problem. The men's Rumble and the women's Rumble especially, you get to see how many women they actually have on the roster. Their roster is bare bones thin. They hardly have any women on either brand. Either brand. How many people did they have to go and dig deep down in the contacts and contact them to come in? And they had 3 people on standby, I heard. So they had to call a shitload of legends and the leaders and the Kelly Kellys and the Ivorys and the Melinas and the Mickey Jameses. They had to call a shitload of legends just to fill up spots. They don't got, and besides the 4 horsewomen and Bianca Belair, who's really pushed and who's really a star right now? Who feels important? Who's next in line? They got 5 women that actually feel important. And Bianca Belair just creeped up in there last year. They finally figured out how to build a damn star. They got one in Bianca. Becky Lynch was by accident. That doesn't count. But the last time they built a legit star, probably Bianca Belair. Star-making performance last year. She's basically now the new women's star, but even for the men it's bad too. Now, we had no Finn Balor, and I have no idea why. That's blasphemous.
Get the fuck out of here!
But for the men, most years, you can legitimately say, all right, this person, and this person probably can win. There's always 3 to 5 people that you could look at that you could say, well, okay, these crop of people can win. These crop of people can win. For either side, men or women, it doesn't matter. This year, besides Brock Lesnar, who could you have looked at and said, they got a shot to win? Don't give me Drew McIntyre because he was hurt. We didn't even know he was going to be there. Who else? And he doesn't feel as important as he once did. Big E, don't give me Big E. They're pushing Big E down the card, and he's on SmackDown out of nowhere for no reason.
You stupid.
Who else? AJ Styles? Maybe. I'll give you that. But have they been booking AJ Styles in a way that makes you think that he can possibly win the Rumble?
Nope.
So who? Who feels like a star? Brock, Roman. That's it. After tonight, maybe Seth. No one else feels important. No one else. So that's terrible. That's not good. That's not good at all, because who's taking the reins? Who's taking the reins when the Romans and the Brocks and the Undertakers and the Melinas and the leaders and they can't come back anymore because they're too old, or they quite simply just don't want to wrestle anymore? Like Batista said, I'm putting Triple H over and I'm done. Goodbye. He's like, I don't want to do this shit no more. So who legit, what stars do they have, man? This is a problem. They don't have any tag teams for 2 brands. They don't have enough women or tag teams for 2 brands. They're not going to break up the brand split. We get it. Cool. Ronda coming back definitely helps out the women's division, but they still don't have a lot of star power or stars, period, which is, it's a problem. That's a problem. So WWE needs to fix that shit. They need to make stars. We didn't have no Dakota Kai. We didn't have Raquel Gonzalez. Those are 2 women they could have threw in the Women's Rumble. Now listen, the Women's Rumble was better than the men's, but still. How many women did they let go of this year? Or last year? The past year and a half? How many women did they let go of? They let go of so many women, you could have started a goddamn division off of the women that they let go of. That's at least 10 spots that could have went. Bam. And you wouldn't have to call on the Kelly Kellys and the Brie Bellas and the Nikki Bellas and the Michelle McCools. You wouldn't have to call on them to come fill up your roster spot. WWE needs to fix that shit.
Do it! Just do it!
They gotta build up stars, and they have to find a way to get us to get invested in more people than just Roman and Brock and the 4 horsewomen. You gotta do more to get us invested. So we started off with the Universal Championship. Your tribal chief Roman Reigns versus Mr. Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins, first of all, this match.
Perfect.
Seth Rollins, this character is perfect. He's the perfect douchebag heel. He's the ultimate troll. Like, he's more troll than Tekashi 6ix9ine, I swear. He trolled the hell out of Roman Reigns for the past, 2-3 weeks. My man came out in full. First of all, Roman came out first, which I thought was weird, but whatever. And then, now I know why he came out first, because Seth Rollins had the old Sierra Delta India echo. Like, he was like, oh, he came out in the Shield gear. I was sitting there like, oh, okay, let's go. Throw it back to the Shield. And then Seth Rollins, when he was in the Shield, he wasn't like this character. This is a new version of him. So this guy is laughing. Ha ha ha. He's laughing. He's playing to the crowd. It was fucking wonderful. Wonderful storytelling by Seth Rollins. This was awesome. This was awesome. I love this. This was the best thing on this show. This show peaked right here. And it was all downhill. All downhill from here. Came out in the Shield gear, did his jump across, how he used to enter the ring, played to the crowd, did his jump across to get in the ring. He laughed. Roman was sitting there looking all irritated. It was beautiful. Seth Rollins even wrestled. He even wrestled this match how he used to wrestle in the Shield. He came out guns blazing. Did a couple suicide dives and did a couple suicide. Excuse me. Oops.
You stupid.
Did a couple suicide dives. Then Rollins came out. They ended up fighting towards the outside. Rollins hit a buckle bomb. Oh, not the buckle bomb. He hit a power bomb onto the table like the Shield used to do when they used to put people through tables. So they called it a Shield bomb. Whatever, it's cool. Another callback. That was awesome. Then after that, he hits him with the buckle bomb. He had firm control of this match early. Hit him with the buckle bomb. Came after the buckle bomb with the stomp. Hit him with the 1-2. And Roman at 2.9999 infinity kicks out. I mean, he got the shoulder up so casually. I had to rewatch it like 4 or 5 times because I was like, that had to be 3. I legit jumped off my couch. I could not believe. I thought Rollins had won. Come on, cat, move, man. You're in the way. God damn it. There's cats in the way. You see him? Oh, you can't see him? Sit down and be quiet. But anyway, 2.99 infinity. Roman gets the shoulder up at the last possible second. If I was in the crowd, everybody in the crowd reacted like everybody at home. Everybody was like, oh shit. Everybody was going crazy. It was like, this match already phenomenal. So Reigns ended up, after he played to the crowd a little bit, Reigns ended up getting the clothesline. Rollins locked him in a triangle. Reigns fought back, but he firmly had control. Hit him with a Superman punch. Hit him with a spear on the outside. Reigns tried to go for another spear, but Seth Rollins counted it into a pedigree, which was awesome. We've seen him do that before. Come on, man. You messing me up, cat. counted him into a pedigree. We have seen him do that before. That was dope. After that, Seth began to laugh, and he's asking for the fist bump. He's like, "I love you, brother. Come on, give me the fist bump, brother." I'm sitting here watching this like, this storytelling is amazing. He is deep down in Roman's head. He is living rent free in Roman's head, just playing to the crowd. Just the crowd is going crazy. Like, oh shit, everybody's going crazy. After that, he puts on the guillotine choke, and he chokes him out. He's fighting to the rope. So he finally gets right to the rope, and it looks like he's passed out. I thought he was passed out. The ref comes over, picks his arm up, and then casually pulls his arm a little bit further, and then drops it. So yeah, that looked bad.
Stupid.
So they definitely fucked that up. The ref fucked that up, but it's okay. I forgive him.
Nope.
Nah, I do. I forgive him. He messed that up, but it's okay. You know, it could have looked smoother, is what I'm saying. The transition could have looked smoother. So after that, the ref is looking around, counts to 5, because Roman won't let go. He said, "Let go of the hold, Roman." Roman's like, "He won't let me let go. He won't let me let go. This is for his own good." So he's choking him out. Ref has no choice but to call for the bell. Instantaneous boos. They booed the shit out of this. I was one of the ones who hated this finish, absolutely. But I understand why they did it, because they booked themselves into a corner. So after the match, Roman got a chair, started beating the holy hell. Roman got a chair, and in a reenactment of the Shield breakup, he hits Rollins right in the back, and Rollins falls the same way that he fell when he got hit in the back. Beautiful storytelling, beautiful. So he basically beat the holy hell out of Rollins with a chair, Stone Cold style, just whack, whack. Played a game of whack fuck with him, whack fuck. So after that chair broke. He went and got another chair and did it again.
Are you dumb, stupid, or dumb? Huh?
Then he was like,
"Fuck this shit, I'm out."
Then he kindly dipped off, and that was the end of the first match. So, beautiful opener, beautiful storytelling. Seth Rollins wins by DQ. I am of the impression that they cannot just leave this feud alone. I want to see Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. Now, they probably would do this at Elimination Chamber, which sucks, because it would be really, really nice to get a triple threat match for WrestleMania. Brock, Seth, and Roman. I think it would be a fantastic match. But they're probably not going to do that. They're probably just going to have them fight again on February 19th, which is only a couple of weeks away, 3 weeks away. Have them fight on the 19th. Have Seth lose. And then right around the corner is WrestleMania. So that sucks, man, because I want to see the conclusion of this. And I low-key wanted Rollins to win. I know Roman is supposed to be the sympathetic babyface, but I'm a fool for nostalgia sometimes. I saw the Shield gear. I got hyped. I'm like, I want to see Rollins beat him. But listen, as just being logical, Roman Reigns has been champion for over 500 days. You're not just going to beat this guy for no apparent reason on the Royal Rumble when he's been champ for that long. You got to beat this guy on the big stage at the main event of WrestleMania, because his title reign is too long. You can't just beat him. So I understand exactly why they did what they did. This was fantastic. Awesome, excellent opener. Love the storytelling. Both these guys are great. Next, we had the Royal Rumble. So let's go down. Once I'm going to roll down some applicants and some entrants, and then I'm going to tell you what I thought overall at the end. So Sasha came out at number 1. Melina came out at number 2. She looked great. She did her split thing. Sasha got rid of her in about 30 seconds. Then she did a split on the outside. It's like, why are you doing a split on the outside when you lost? And then Sasha did a split on the outside. Like, yeah, bitch, I could do a split too. So yes, both of these ladies are flexible. Awesome. Good to know. Good to know.
Respect my authority!
Third was Tamina. Okay, let's stop the show. Stop the goddamn show. Tamina. Tamina got way too much offense in. Tamina was in this match for like 40 minutes, yo. I know I'm exaggerating, but she was in this match for like... How is she in this match longer than some of these other ladies? I respect Tamina. Tamina's great, but they could have had other ladies in longer than her. It's just bananas. So Tamina was third, Kelly fourth, Aaliyah fifth, Liv Morgan sixth, Queen Zelina was seventh. This pissed me off. Queen Zelina came in, and she was the one who got rid of Sasha Banks. No.
Nope.
Oh, hell no!
Sasha Banks was my pick to win. Now listen, Ronda did come back, so I understand. If Ronda comes back, no way she's losing, doesn't make sense. But Sasha Banks did not have to get eliminated so early in the goddamn match. That shit is crazy. Craziness. So the fact that she got eliminated that soon was ridiculous to me. That made no sense. But they really need to... Now, if she... let me say this first. If she's hurt and she couldn't really go, 15, 20, 30 minutes, then okay. I get it. I understand. But they really need to work on, like, showcasing the people that need to be showcased. Like, she's sitting there looking like Daniel Bryan from 2014, 2015, when everybody knew it was going to be Daniel Bryan or Roman Reigns that's going to win the Rumble. And once Daniel Bryan got eliminated so early, that crowd turned on the entire Royal Rumble match. Go back and watch it. As soon as Daniel Bryan got eliminated, it was like, what? Damn, Roman's going to win. Boo, everybody got fucking booed. Everybody. And then poor Rey Mysterio was a surprise. He made his comeback at number 30, and they shit on him too. Whew, it was rough. That was rough. So, we had Queen Zelina number 7, Bianca Belair 8, Dana Brooke 9, Michelle McCool 10, Sonya Deville 11, and Natalya 12. Now, Sonya Deville came out in her magical "when I have this jacket on, I don't wrestle" jacket. So that was cool. Naomi was number 14. So Cameron was number 13. Naomi was number 14. So Naomi comes out, and Naomi does get rid of Sonya Deville. They end up having a little back and forth. Well, she stayed on the outside. Then she came for like 2 entrants. Then 2 people later, Naomi came down, ended up throwing her in. They fought. She threw Sonya Deville out. Then what ends up happening is a couple of minutes later, Naomi gets thrown out, but she lands on her hands with her feet still on the apron. Sonya Deville hung around the outside, grabbed her hands, and yanked her ass out. That sucked. Now, I say that to say this.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Why didn't you have these 2 go the distance so you could tell a crazy good story? You still could have had Ronda come in at 20, I think 28 or whatever it was. And you could have had Naomi, Sonya Deville, Ronda, Shayna Baszler, and somebody else at the end. That way, the crowd will be more invested because they got a whole long-term storyline with Naomi right now. Naomi could have realistically won the Royal Rumble and it would have been a feel-good moment. So they gotta, like, they could have been creative with this, but they just had her eliminated so fast. So, Natalya, 12, 13, Cameron, 14, Naomi, 15, Carmella. Carmella ended up having a face mask, and then once Rhea Ripley came in at 16, she basically fucked that up. We had Charlotte Flair, 17, Ivory, 18, Brie Bella, 19, Mickie James, The Impact. The Impact Knockouts Women's Champion, Mickie James, number 20. Now, we did have a spot where Brie Bella ended up knocking Nikki Bella out. Nikki Bella was in this. And that was a good spot because she's repaying her sister from years ago. from betraying her, so that was fire. Mickie James got knocked out by Nikki ASH. So, I mean, she didn't last that long, and I know Mickie James is proud of it. They let her come out to her theme song from Impact, which is great. I don't know about this Forbidden Door thing because realistically, there's not many people that there's not many people that watch Impact, and that company hasn't benefited from anything that AEW or WWE has done to help them. So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, she's happy. She's proud of it. It was good to see her. I'm cool with it. Alicia Fox, number 21. Nikki ASH. She was 22. Summer Rae, 23. Nikki Bella, 24. Sarah Logan. Good to see her back. 25. Her and Liv almost had a moment, but she got kicked out before. Like, she came in and literally got kicked out within like 35 seconds. That sucked. Why call her back for her to get kicked out that quick? Lita was 26. Shout out to Lita. She looked great. Molly Holly came down for 27. Was immediately attacked by Nikki ASH. Immediately. Ronda Rousey was your surprise.
Surprise, motherfucker.
At number 28. Shotzi, number 29. And Shayna Baszler, number 30. Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey were about to embrace and start smiling. They were about to embrace and start doing some moves to each other, but I think Charlotte came in and fucked that up. The final four was Shayna Baszler, Ronda Rousey, Charlotte, and who was the fourth one? Was it Bianca Belair? I think Bianca Belair. So Baszler got thrown out by Flair, Belair got thrown out by Flair, and then Flair and Rousey were the last two, and literally Ronda just threw her out in 2.5 seconds. So that was your Women's Royal Rumble. It wasn't bad. It just, like I said, it could have been better. Raw Women's Championship match, Becky Lynch versus Doudrop.
Nope.
I feel bad for these ladies. Stop the show. I feel bad for these ladies because you had a Royal Rumble match where you had a huge surprise. The crowd is tired. The crowd is tired because they just watched an hour-long Royal Rumble match. Ronda Rousey came back. There were a lot of highs and lows in that match. The crowd was screaming their head off. And you got to follow that. Not only that, so you got to worry about the crowd being half dead. Then you got to worry about the WrestleMania sign on fire, literally. And it's on fire and above a bunch of people. So the crowd is distracted because they had to lower the WrestleMania sign, put out the fire, and then raise the sign back up. So the crowd was uninterested in this match because they already knew Doudrop had no chance of winning. And then B, they weren't interested because they're looking at the goddamn WrestleMania sign being lowered, the fire put out. People had to be evacuated from the area because of the fire, and then they returned to the area when they put the sign back up. So Becky Lynch gets the win here with a rock bottom from the second rope. This was a good match that nobody cared about, and it feels bad. I feel bad because the ladies worked hard. These chicks worked hard. They stepped up. They were about it and trying to do what they had to do for this match. But unfortunately, it was not to be. So that fucking sucks. But they'll be back. Shout out to Piper Niven and Becky. They're still awesome. This was a good match. That it just luck on the draw. Then we had the WWE Championship match. Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley. Two big beefy. This is the big beefy man match of the night. Now,
Surprise, motherfucker.
not gonna lie to you, this match was a bit of a letdown. I thought, like, Paul Heyman might produce this. It might be crazy. It might be like big move after big move after big move, and 6-7 minutes and we out of there. Bobby Lashley wins, but instead we got a German suplex by Brock, a German suplex by Bobby. Brock's not taking him serious. We had a couple other German suplexes, and stop the show. These guys were trying to kill each other. They were just throwing each other, especially Brock. Brock was throwing Bobby Lashley on his goddamn shoulders and neck. Bobby was throwing Brock Lesnar around on his goddamn shoulder. It's like these guys were purposely trying to fuck their shoulders up in this match. They were legit just throwing each other. This was craziness. And both of these, listen, Bobby Lashley is no small man. And standing next to Brock is a little bit bigger than him, but Brock is, both of these guys are just big, massive human beings. So, throwing each other around and shit. So we had an F5 attempt. Lesnar saw it coming. Lashley and Lesnar then went outside, and he was trying to spear him through the barricade again, and he ended up missing and speared himself through the barricade. Bobby Lashley then went back in and put on the Hurt Lock when they both got back in the ring. After he put on a Hurt Lock, he tried to F5 him, but he knocked into the ref in the corner. He squished the ref. Then when he actually F5'd him, he F5'd him and kicked the ref in the face. So you knew right here there were going to be some bullshit shenanigans going around. So he's waiting for a new ref, and as he turned around, Roman Reigns comes out of nowhere with the goddamn Superman punch, and he hit his spear. No, sorry, he hit his spear on Brock Lesnar. Then he stared down. He stared down at Paul Heyman, who was like, "What? What am I supposed to do?" Then he said, and gave him the championship belt. Roman proceeds to whack Brock Lesnar with the championship belt, and right after that, Lashley crawls over the Brock, puts his arm around him. The ref counts to 1, 2, 3, and Bobby Lashley is your new WWE champion. Listen, I'm not gonna say this match wasn't physical, but the best thing about this match was the swerve and the Paul Heyman heel turn at the end. This match was good, but I don't know what I was expecting, but I was expecting more, because I mean, he had a great match with Samoa Joe. He's had great matches with big dudes at the end. And I'm not saying the match was bad. I'm just saying it was underwhelming. That's the point. Like, it was underwhelming. I was expecting more, but still solid stuff. Not bad by any stretch of the imagination, and good swerve by Paul Heyman and your tribal chief. Next, we had Miz and Maurice versus Edge and Beth Phoenix. This was nothing more than a glorified squash. We did have Maurice hitting Edge with a Hurricane Rana, I think, or a spinning Hurricane Rana, which was fine. Good stuff. This was a match. This was fine. This actually should have went after the Women's Royal Rumble, and then they should have put Becky Lynch on after that, and then have Brock. Then they would have had Brock and Bobby go on. Then they could have had the Royal Rumble. That's what they should have did, but that's not what they did. It is what it is. Now, on to the Men's Royal Rumble. We had first AJ Styles, second Shinsuke Nakamura, Austin Theory, Robert Roode, Ridge Holland, Montez Ford, Damian Priest, Sami Zayn. Number 9 was Johnny Knoxville. Right after Sami Zayn, Knoxville came in and started punching Sami. Took him down. After that, Johnny was trying to do something, but he got over, and Sami Zayn got thrown out by Johnny Knoxville. So shout out to Johnny Knoxville for getting that jackass moment. Then Johnny Knoxville tried to rock with AJ Styles, and he said, "Hit me." He gave him a good chop to the chest, and then AJ hit him with the 1, 2, 3, 4 spinning back fist, and boom, clotheslined him to hell. So that was funny. He did end up getting thrown out shortly after that. Then we had Angelo Dawkins, then Omos at number 11. Omos got rid of Gable, Mysterio, Ricochet, Styles, Holland, and Austin Theory. He was a savage in this match. We had Ricochet, Chad Gable. We had a funny spot with Chad Gable at number 13 is trying to tell everybody, listen, let's strategize, okay? We're gonna get him. Omos, he's too big. We gotta work together. Damian Priest, you go first. You're the biggest guy. Damian Priest says no. He does it anyway. Ends up getting knocked down and then tossed right out like a bag of potatoes. Shout out to Chad Gable. He's funny. Dominic Mysterio, Happy Corbin, Dolph Ziggler, Sheamus, Rick Boogs, Madcap Moss. Madcap Moss actually threw out AJ Styles.
Get the fuck out of here! Nope.
I call bullshit. Next, we had Riddle at number 20, Drew McIntyre. Surprised to see him back.
Surprise, motherfucker.
I'm glad his neck injury isn't as bad as everybody once feared it was. Then we had KO, Rey Mysterio, Kofi Kingston. Oh, man. Kofi Kingston.
Nope.
Oh, hell no!
Stop it. Get some help.
So he came in and tried to do a springboard. And, you know, Kofi has this thing every year where he gets pushed off of something and he goes over the top rope. But he lands on something and he does not get eliminated. That's his shtick. They do it every year. Him and Naomi have the same thing. So this year he gets pushed off the rope after trying to do a springboard, turns around, lands right, he holds on to the barricade, but the problem is his feet clearly hit the floor and they shot it in such a way where his feet hit the floor. Everybody knows that at home. Everybody saw it on the Titantron. You can't fake the funk. They have to kind of talk about it. The ref is getting directions in his ear, but unfortunately, it don't matter. He's eliminated because we all saw his feet hit the floor. So that sucks for Kofi. It is what it is. Then we had Otis, Big E, Bad Bunny, number 27. Bad Bunny came in and was doing work. Bad Bunny came in and he hit I think he hit a Hurricane Rana. He hit another move. He got around something. Matt Riddle said, bro, let's work together, bro. Gave him a fist bump, and then he hit Matt Riddle with a Canadian Destroyer. A Bunny Destroyer. That was great. Shane McMahon, Shane O'Mac makes his return. He came in and started fighting KO and AJ Styles. Good stuff. And then you had Randy Orton, number 29, the St. Louis hometown hero. He came in, hit an RKO on Otis. And then it was awesome because Riddle jumped off of Otis's back and hit an RKO on Drew McIntyre. Now look, I know he fucked up the RKO, but he didn't have that much room between the rope. The ropes were right there, so he kind of hit him with a stunner and not an RKO. But I don't care. It looked cool. They both posed. It was great. It was awesome. Who cares if he hit the RKO or a stunner? It was awesome, okay? Calm down.
Perfect.
It was good stuff. Next, Randy Orton was 29, and then number 30, Mr. Brock Lesnar comes in at number 30, and holy shit, there goes the motherfucking neighborhood. So Brock Lesnar comes in, gets rid of Orton, gets rid of Bad Bunny. He F5'd the shit out of Bad Bunny. He tossed him in the air like a sack of potatoes. It was crazy. Bad Bunny gone by Lesnar. Riddle gone by Lesnar. Shane McMahon clotheslined him. He wouldn't go over, so he had to back up. Do it again, clothesline. Shane McMahon gone. Last two, Drew McIntyre and Brock Lesnar. You know, Drew, he got to talk his talk. He got to talk his shit. You know how Drew is. Right after that, literally misses a Claymore, hits him with an F5, but F5s him outside of the ring. Brock Lesnar is your 2020 Royal Rumble winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Listen, I ain't mad at it. It's fine. I ain't mad at it. It's fine to me. I don't know what they're gonna do about Ronda and Brock. Well, Brock we know got Roman. Ronda, she's probably gonna go after Charlotte because if Ronda goes after Charlotte, Becky Lynch needs an opponent, which it should be Bianca Belair, because Bianca Belair needs to get her win back from WrestleMania. She needs to get her win back, like she has to. because that was fucked up. So as long as she gets her win back at this year's WrestleMania, keep the championship on Becky, let Bianca Belair win the Elimination Chamber, and then she will get her chance to go back and get her win back and get her title back. So that was good. That was the Royal Rumble. A bit of a disappointing show. Could have been better, but what are you gonna do? I think that there have been much better Royal Rumbles. The Royal Rumble with Brock Lesnar started off. That Royal Rumble was absolutely fantastic. I think they need to work on it because the women's Royal Rumble was a little bit better. The men's Royal Rumble, just like nothing happened. It was just like bam, 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 it's over. The women's Royal Rumble, it was like shit was happening. Now, don't get me wrong, it wasn't great by any means. There have been better women's Royal Rumbles, but they need to get better. They need to get better. So with that being said, that's all I got for you today. That is your Royal Rumble review. I am gone. Check out my socials. Hit that like button. Follow me on all my social media platforms. Follow What the Wrestling on all social media platforms. Hit that like button. Support me. Support the channel by hitting the like button for free and sharing the content. If you drop a comment, I will respond to you in the comments. However many people comment, so that's gonna be great. With that being said, I am out of here. Hopefully everybody shoveled out their snow in the Northeast. I am gone. Peace.
Dom DeMarco.